The exchange experience was extremely beneficial to my growth because I was thrown straight into a country, culture, language, and family I knew very little about. It really set me on to discovering my passion for travel and volunteer work. It made me more conscious of those around me, no matter what walk of life they were coming from. It forced me out and beyond my comfort zone. It gave me time to pause and get to know myself. I also gained my 3 best friends, Katie, Chloe, and Andrea. The year after returning from my exchange, I did a variety of volunteer service projects in Kenya, Egypt, Vietnam, Cambodia, Nepal, and India. I am currently attending school in sunny California with a major in film and television production. I go back every year to see my Thai friends, local Rotary clubs, and of course, my host families. The best part of exchange was getting the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to adopt another culture, language, and perspective as my own. The worst part was eventually having to face the cold reality that my trip to paradise was temporary. All in all, Rotary Exchange changed my life in the most important ways, and I am forever grateful for the opportunity of that experience. My year abroad was not just a cultural exchange. It was an adventure, a thrilling, humbling, priceless, and extremely exciting adventure of a lifetime.
Did Rotary Exchange change your life? How?
I would say that Rotary Exchange definitely brought out really good aspects of my life and made me see a lot of sides of other cultures and stuff that I wouldn't have otherwise had an opportunity to see. So definitely opened my eyes to a lot of things.
It was the tremendous experience of living in a foreign country that made me want to study international affairs and pursue a career in this field.
I was able to learn Danish in the year I was in Denmark. Although Danish isn't the most useful language in the world, it has helped me and given me the foundation to learn other languages such as Spanish, which I now use every day at work.
The year I lived in British Columbia completely changed my life. The experience has made me grow in every way, and it changed the way I see things now. Because of the exchange program, now I am a better person, I know better who I am, and I know better what I want.
I didn't live anywhere near any other exchange students, so I was forced to learn Portuguese very quickly, which was it was the greatest challenge, and also the really most tangible benefit of my year abroad. The Portuguese language has really kicked off my interest in foreign languages.
For sure, one of the best parts was meeting all the people that I did meet. Not only meeting Rotarians and getting closer to my host families, but also meeting other students, other exchange students from all over the world, and also the friends that I made in Canada, because I'm still in touch with them. And I think that was for sure one of the biggest parts, meeting all those people.
Well, it certainly did change my life. I think it was my first step into moving from being an Italian citizen to more of a world citizen. As after that experience, I was an exchange student in university in 6 months in Spain, and then I was able to go back in the US for 6 months again in Ohio, and now I currently live in the UK. So, well, yeah, I would say that was the first step for me getting more into this sort of international life that I'm having.
This opportunity definitely changed my life for the better. I experienced so much and met so many extraordinary people. I also learned a lot, like skills like tolerance and acceptance. When you're in another country and out of your comfort zone, you really become a confident, prepared, and flexible individual, and you learn to trust yourself and be independent.
That year did change me a lot. It did broaden my perspective and actually gave me the understanding of the best way to learn in this life is from people from different countries and from different cultures. After that year, I've actually studied in 3 different countries, and I think all of that has given me the courage to create my own path in this world.
Well, doing an exchange has definitely changed my approach to life in the sense that I'm much more open as a person, and I find it much easier to talk to other people. This is probably due to the fact that as an exchange student, you're thrown into a situation where you're more or less forced to speak in a second language. Personally, I also think that I also feel like I've gained a tremendous amount of cultural understanding, and that this has definitely influenced my choice of future career.
The Rotary experience truly changed my way of life, my vision of seeing life every day. It taught me how to really appreciate every details of every day, because in the end, that's the only thing that matters.
The best part of youth exchange is the people you're going to meet. Between your host families, the other exchange students, and the people from high school that you're going to meet, you make connections that last a lifetime. I've been back to Denmark and I have met all these people again, and I can't wait till they can come and visit me here, because they're connections that you're not going to find anywhere else.
The best part of my exchange had to be meeting all the new people. So we met, obviously, lots of new exchange students, which is essentially a free couch to sleep on for all the friends that I made.
Was the challenge. The challenge and the difficulties are when you learn the most, and when you overcome them is you start to believe that everything's possible.
Yeah, I would totally do it again, just because it was amazing and it was like the best year of my life.
The best part about Rotary International Exchange Program is probably the opportunities and how safe the trip is. They really do all they can to make sure you have the best time and the most opportunities. All three clubs that I was a part of, Chilliwack Club from District 5050 and the Merrimont and Raymond Terrace clubs from District 9670, really made me feel at home and welcome, and were very supportive in taking care of my needs and showing me a good time. They took it upon themselves to really take me places that I would never have gotten the chance to go to.
There, you quickly realize that there's not just one answer to this question. The first thing that pops into my head is that the entire year is the best part. But if I have to be more concrete and choose something that I think is very unique about the exchange program, and very universal amongst all exchange students, I would think that it is the people you meet and the relationships that you create.
The best part about my exchange student year was all of the people that I met and that I love right now. My families, my counselors, the Rotarians, my exchange student and American friends. I love the fact that 6 years later I'm still in touch with them, seeing them when I can. For example, I saw my first host family in Ireland. They were traveling by, so I decided to go and meet them.
Where am I today? I am currently in Indonesia conducting field research for my master's thesis on disaster management. After my exchange and a couple more years of high school, I started to work as a flight attendant for Swiss International Airlines. After a few years, I reduced my pensum and got a degree in sociology. I worked at the Swiss Embassy in Nigeria and at the United Nations in New York after my first degree, and will graduate now this June with a master's degree in international affairs.
Today I'm living in the Bay Area and working on, as a linguist at Google on their speech technology team. So all of the text-to-speech and automatic speech recognition technology, it's been really, really fascinating. This fall, I plan on applying to PhD programs to specialize in endangered language documentation, specifically to protect the diversity of our world, both, biologically, but mainly linguistically.
Well, I graduated 1 year ago with my master's in engineering, and I was in Italy at the time and applied for a job in UK, and they flew me there for an interview and I got the job. So I'm currently working for an American corporation in the UK as an engineer. And yes, the exchange definitely had a part in it, because that's where I first learned my English. And I definitely couldn't have made it without knowing the language the way I do today.
Today, I'm attending the Academy of Art University, studying for my master's degree in animation and visual effects in San Francisco, California. My experience with the International Rotary Club and my trip abroad really gave me the confidence to strike out far from my home, to go to a new city that I'd never been to, and to attend a college that I really wanted. I've been here for 2 years, and the things I learned from traveling really prepared me for being on my own and managing my life the way I want.
So currently, as an example for how my career changed, I'm in Brazil, and this is my classroom where I teach English for 5 days a week. Full-time job, pays very well, and I get to meet Brazilians, I get to meet other English speakers, and it's every single day. This is my livelihood. It's without exchange, I wouldn't be in Brazil, and I probably wouldn't be teaching English because I would just be another English speaker in Canada.
Since my exchange in Denmark, I have graduated from high school and gone to university, and I have recently graduated with a Bachelor of Engineering from SFU. I'm now working for my dad at our local farm and learning the business side of things, which is exciting.
I have graduated from college and started working. I got my bachelor's degree in international relations at the end of last year, and I'm working for a multinational company in the Department of Government and Public Affairs.
So right now I'm a senior in college. I'm going to be graduating in May in History, Linguistics and Literature of the English world and English language, and I just love it. Next year I'm going to be moving to England in Huddersfield, that's in Yorkshire, and I'm going to be doing a MA, so Masters of Arts History and Theology on the Victorian era, and yeah, I think it's going to be awesome.
Today I'm studying international relations at UBC. I'm actually graduating in 2 months. And my degree is in international relations, which is actually something that a lot of other exchange students said, oh, I'm doing, but I was never one of them. And then I just kind of got back from my exchange, arrived at school, and decided over the next 2 years that actually that was something that I was really interested in and something that I've ended up doing anyways, so yes, it did.
Today I work as an entrepreneur, I work in music business, absolutely love my job, and I still do get to travel all over the world and meet fabulous people all the time. I think the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, is so true. I'm very thankful that someone actually talked one of my host families into hosting me by saying that it's only a 3-month commitment. That person was so wrong. It's been a 20-year commitment, and a lot more is to come, and I'm extremely happy for that fact. I'm also very happy that I'm able to raise my 2 kids with a fantastic network and a village of people from all over the world. I think there's a lot of things in my life that I could do a bit differently, but being on exchange, simply thankful and grateful for that.